Welcome. If you're new here, you're in for a gay old time. Strap in, strap on, and ready your ears for the orgasmic sounds of the Chris and Kaz Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Chris and Kaz Show. Kaz is on time. Can you believe it? What are you trying to say, Kaz? You
I'm not having this argument with you. I refuse to get sucked into this argument every single
What argument?
time.
What argument? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't be late if there's no time limit, can you?
What do you mean time limit? It's
And I went to the shops, I came home. Okay, I came home an hour and a half early. So was I late or was I not?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, it's the first time for everything, isn't it? No, you weren't late.
Whatever.
You weren't late. You were,
No.
you were pretty much on time this time. Well, guys, hello and welcome to the Chris and Kaz Show. This is our second episode of our live podcast. So we're not just recording it, whacking it up on a webpage. This is live, so we're doing it in conjunction with a live stream across Facebook, YouTube, Mixer and Twitch. Kaz has got a little bit of Twitch going on there. Can you remember? You remember that video?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
So, guys, what an awful couple of months, week, last few days. It's been absolutely mental. You know, we did have a little bit of a discussion prior to coming on. Obviously, we want it, we want our show to be quite upbeat, etc., etc. So we debated whether to talk about it or not. I think the best option probably for us is we're going to put a few links in the description, especially on our YouTube channel and on Facebook, of some resources and things you can have a visit at, ways you can donate to Black Lives Matter. That said, we ain't got a crappy statue in Bristol anymore. They thought,
That's good.
throw it in the harbour, like. Very good.
Did they do like there was a documentary about it, I've got a little while ago, I remember watching it, and they talked all about the slave trade in Bristol, which I didn't know much about, actually. It was really eye-opening. So that's actually what brought the wealth to Bristol, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we can't discredit, the history. It's something that you can't rewrite. We need to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it great having a statue in the centre? I know there was quite a few protests and campaigns to have it taken down. you know, put in a museum, etc. And I think it was, you know, quite symbolic, you know, what happened. Whack it in the harbour, you know. The mayor came out and made a statement about it, you know, condoned the, you know, the vandalism to a certain extent. Obviously that's, you know, what him and the police are, you know, likely to do.
Yeah, but you know, if the people ask for something enough and it doesn't get done,
yeah,
you're bringing it on yourself.
Yeah,
they will take matters into their own hands.
You're right. You know, it's not like they're going to put it back up. It's going to go into a museum, and then, you know, perhaps we'll celebrate something worth celebrating in the centre of the Bristol city. You know.
Do you know what I think, actually? You know, in America, how, you know, you have these great big these really wealthy families that would give reparations to the descendants of the slaves that basically gave them their wealth. Maybe they should do something. It won't happen. Come on, this is England, but it might be nice to give something back from these families that are probably still extremely wealthy and built on. Built on the shoulders of the slaves.
You are right. You know, at the end of the day, you know, there's no peace until there's justice, really.
No.
You know, the kind of shit show across the pond as well. You know, all that coupled with a pandemic, it has been, you know, you talk about mental health, you know, and over the last, you know, couple of months, personally, you know, I don't, you know, really struggle with mental health, but, you know, over the last couple of months, I think it's been tough for everybody. So, you know, for people that do generally suffer with, you know, mental health, you know, I would imagine they're struggling even more so. So we've had a pretty shit couple of months on top of, you know, locked away in your house, in your own thoughts type of thing. But anyway.
Well, I don't want to sound like some hippie, but, you know, we just need to be there for each other, don't we, really? Do I sound like a hippie? We just need to be there for each other.
Yeah. Anyway, like we say, we're going to put some links down in the description, you know, on YouTube and Facebook as well. Some resources for you to go and have a look out and check out. And, you know, the most important thing is probably just educating ourselves, really. Cool.
And quit saying all lives matter.
Yeah. But we won't get quite into that debate for today.
No, let's not get into
Anyway, guys, what have we got in store for you on today's show? This evening's show, sorry. We're going to play some unsigned music for you. We got a track from Cosmic Ninja, the Montreals, the Menstrual Cramps, and Miss Kill. You know, some LGBTQ plus bands originating from Bristol, but I'm sure we'll get some Plymouth ones when Kaz gets a finger out of her ass, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, our aim is to play quite a bit of unsigned music. We've got a feature that we originally did on our YouTube channel, so if you haven't been to our YouTube channel just yet, hopefully I'll get this, you know, I could do the jingle, but I'll leave that for later, but you can visit that at youtube.com/The Chris Kaz Show. You can check out a feature that we did called Agony Aunt. And what was that, Kaz? What did you give everybody? I'm on it. Silence.
A short, sharp dose of reality.
There we go. Short, sharp dose of reality.
What they need.
So we're going to do a little bit of that.
Chris,
Yes, Kaz.
Is someone getting a short, sharp dose of reality tonight?
I think they are.
Am I going to give it to them?
Yes, you're gonna give it to them. So we got the Agony Aunt feature, as well as we started it last week on our first ever podcast. It's What's That Copyright? So we'll tell you a little bit more about that as we get further into the show. What else have I got planned? I don't
know. You're going to show us your genitalia? What else is planned for it?
Maybe we'll leave that for XXX Tube, innit?
Not that kind of podcast today?
Not that kind of podcast.
Okay.
Don't forget, you can join us on the chat, and if you feel that way inclined, you can get us on our new number, which will bring you straight to the live show. We can get you on air, and I'll let Kaz tell you the number. She's got the sheet there. Over to you, Kaz. She's having a good old look
It's
for
gone. Okay.
Anyway, it's a brand new number.
Okay, if you want to... I'm sorry.
Yeah, carry on.
If you want to...
Go on, do it in a proper radio style now. Proper radio style. Let's go for it. Proper radio style.
Okay, guys. If you would love to join us tonight, we would like that. Let's be honest, we got no friends. So if you want to give us a call, that'd be nice. The number is 0330 1332 379. And Chris may promise a prize for a quiz later on, but it's total. I'm pretty sure that prize is just a prize. I think there's no prize. If you're going to be a mug, fall for it. I don't believe you, Chris. I think it's all for it.
Honestly, there is a prize, and it is a very good prize, all right?
I just did it then, didn't I?
Anyway, guys, we're going to play our first track today. This track is from Cosmic Ninja. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Should we start that again? All right. So we're going to play our... very, very professional. We're going to play our first track, guys, and this track is from Kaz's kind of brand new favourite band. Listen to this on repeat, I would imagine. I've listened to it a few times. It's one of those catchy tracks. The tracks is called Make Girls Feel Good, and this is The Menstrual Cramps.
Correction for those bags under your eyes. Stop filling your lips
least this podcast hasn't got a set time. Technically, Kaz can never be late.
What's that, Kaz?
Chris, can I just say, do you think you've maybe played that jingle enough?
No, gonna wear it out. What?
I think you are.
What jingle were you talking about?
At least this podcast hasn't got a set time. Technically, Kaz can never be late. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, Kaz, eh? Who would have thought? No,
I will start swearing.
It has
you
got...
want to push me to start...
I'm telling you.
I've been doing good so far. Except I said the B word twice.
That jingle has got some life left in it. I'm going to stretch it out.
I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to go into your computer and delete that jingle.
No, I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can stretch it out at least 6 or 7 shows. Maybe even whack it on. Maybe even whack it on a YouTube video as well. Why not?
Yeah. So really.
Anyway, that was one of my favourite songs. I know Kaz quite likes it. Listened to it quite a few times.
It's really catchy.
It's
going to get stuck in my head now.
It is
going to get stuck in my head. And I have an issue with that,
That was Make Girls Feel Good by the Menstrual Cramps. It's a queer DIY feminist punk band founded in a bedroom in Bristol. And that song was from their 2017 release, We're Not Overacting. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I love it.
You can check the band out. Get on Facebook / The Menstrual Cramps.
You know what? I really love that.
Sorry?
I really love that the lyrics come up on our page. I love that. I don't know if it's the same. I'm not seeing it on YouTube, but it's definitely on Facebook. The lyrics come up. I really like that.
The lyrics come up?
Maybe on mine. Maybe it's just my phone, but I don't know.
Say again. The lyrics come up on what? To the song?
On my phone. Yeah, it does.
Really?
Did I mention that to you before?
No.
Have I got some weird closed captioning going on my phone?
I think you have.
I didn't know that
I think you have.
Is anyone else listening there? I don't know.
No.
You see that?
What is that? Is that even us talking, or not?
No, but the lyrics before as well. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Wow. No, just you. I think you've got an accessibility option on there. Anyway.
Is that what?
Yeah. Anyway, so we were talking, and you've had a bit of an interesting day today, haven't you?
Yeah, good day.
Go on. Should we have a bit of a Kaz's story time? Do you want a little bit of background music with that? Maybe just get us into the sort of like mind frame. Yeah. So a Kaz's story time. Very dramatic.
Well, the first part of my day was actually quite boring, but then before I came home and did this with you, I nipped to Lidl, as you know I normally do. Got some stuff myself, and I got some stuff to my mate Sarah, and I dropped it off. But before I left Lidl, it all kicked off. Oh my giddy aunt, it all kicked off.
Why did it kick off, Kaz?
Well, I was in the queue, right, and there's this woman in front of me, and she's staring around the window, and I was wondering what she was looking at. I was like, what's going on? She said, some drunk bloke tried to steal a TV, okay, but they don't actually, apparently, she said they don't put the TVs in the TV. Well, I used to work at Tesco, so I know they don't always do that.
Empty box in it.
Like, what are they sticking in it to make it heavy enough to seem like a TV? Like, are they just shoving carrots in there or something? I don't know. Anyway, right, so apparently he tries to steal this TV. Essentially, all he's stolen is a box, so I'm not entirely sure what crime he's actually committed looking at that now. Anyway.
Yeah.
But he goes out. The next thing we know, the security guard's gone out to try and chase him. A couple of the people that work at Lidl want to try and chase him. And like the queue is backing up now, and I go to the till. This guy comes back in. They try and detain him. He goes a bit mental. Then he goes to the bloody booze aisle, picks up some bottles, like starts threatening people with the bottles, and like he was getting close to me. I was like, oh my god! And I like backed right into the corner because I didn't want to get. Shanked.
I thought you'd have at least tackled him to the ground, like security.
No, don't do that.
Kaz the security in it from your Tesco days.
What? I'm never a security guard. Their job. Even when I worked security, I was just a steward. Let the take do it. No, but then like a couple of people that were in the shop like got involved, and they were all having a go at him and saying, "You're out of order, you should be doing this." Like it's like a proper community thing. Everyone starts getting involved. Some guy at the tip back and pulls his bottles off him. I take the bottles and I put them to the side. Like now I'm getting involved. It was really crazy. They all pummel on him. 3 people in the shop had to sit on him until the police arrived. It was mental.
But then technically he only attempted to steal a cardboard box.
Well, this is it. But that's it, isn't it? What kind of thing of it is? Well, he did threaten people with the bottles, with glass bottles. But I hear that he just got out of prison, so maybe he just wanted to go back. Maybe he just wanted to go back to prison.
I mean, that's kind of like what we talked about in one of our retail pet peeves, our video. One of the ones we did. But that seems not too bad. But I was on the literally the shitty end of a theft. I don't really want to tell that story again. But I was a young deputy at the time. I had to deal with a shoplifter at the end of the day. Should have let them get away with a packet of biscuits. Chose not to. Detain them, and then thought they were lying about. I want to go to the toilet. I want to go to the toilet. Nah, you're not going to the toilet. You try to steal something. I'm not letting you go to the toilet. It's all the way downstairs. So you're gonna end up having an accident or something. I don't want that. Should have let her go to the toilet, really, because the next minute I know, she has a shit on the floor. And that was real fun.
One person still it, shouldn't you, Chris? You bloody Scrooge.
I mean, the only difference with that is, like, I guess I didn't have to clean it up in the end, because I said to her, like, you're not going anywhere. Literally, you've just had a shit on the floor. You're not going anywhere until, that's cleaned up. And, all credit to her. All credit to her. She kept to her word, all right? She cleaned it up. She scooped it up with her hands. Put it in her bag full of all of her stuff, and then wiped her hands on her t-shirt. I thought, well, I'll tell you what, like all credit to you, Mrs. You've done quite well there. But yeah, that was our retail pet peeves. But it could have gone a different way. Could have been more aggressive in your instance, couldn't they?
Well, he was really close to me with the glass bottle, so yeah, it could have gone really bad. I just kept the hell out of the way. I ain't getting involved in that scabbo. I
mean, trouble is, they get really, really brazen and brash, and just go for it now, because they know like 9 times out of 10 retail places don't really, won't really stop people just because of the hassle, and even if they stop somebody and detain them, then the police don't really care unless it's over a certain amount anyway. So anyway, guys, that was a nice little I enjoyed that little story time, Kaz. Thank you very much for that. Thought it was pretty good.
I just wound you up about your issues with your job, Chris.
A little bit. I was just about to go on a tangent then, and I thought I better not. We got to get through the rest of this show. So what have we got in store? So a little bit more unsigned music, but we're going to talk about my new competition, Kaz, aren't we? Yeah, we started it last week. People got a little bit frustrated because I was explaining the rules in quite a bit of detail, but I'm going to do a bit of a shorter version this time.
You did bang on about it a lot, Chris. I think we all got the point. Yeah.
No, I bang on about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I was quite proud of that competition. So it's our brand new feature competition and it's called What's That Copyright? Okay, so if you are used to, you know, a little bit of Tom Jones, I guess, I would say, then you'll know what that copyright is from. And it is... I want a little jingle. What's that copyright? So, what's that? Huh? You wanna?
No?
Is it what?
Is that sync? So was I out sync or not?
You were a little bit better that time.
Yes, because I did it a second ahead.
Only a little bit better though. All right. Anyway, I'll explain it. So, what's that copyright? Basically, it's really, really simple. We can't play copyright music. That's a given. Yeah, it's a podcast. Not allowed to do that because we, you know, get taken off, banned, copyright striked, all that sort of stuff. But it's a name that tune competition. So, in order to get out of the copyright bit, can have a bit of fair use. So as long as we only play roughly 5 seconds of each track, I think we'll get away with it.
Okay.
So it's going to be out of 5 this time, Kaz. It's out of 5. All right.
Oh, brilliant!
I know.
Yay!
I know.
Oh, I'm happy about that.
So I'm going to play 5 seconds of 5 individual tracks, and all Kaz has got to do is tell me the artist and what the song is called. Everybody who's watching, you can play along as well. You can either play along in the chat and give Kaz some help because she's, you know, not very good at the challenges or competitions because Chris is champ.
Thanks,
Chris is champ. Champion.
No, you're not. I've actually more to you. I've one way to you, so.
So she's going to need some help. So you can take part, or if you fancy your chances, you can have a go at one of the tracks. But all you have to do is give us a ring and we'll put you live on air. The number is 0330 133 2379. So that's our options, basically. I think we best play a little bit of music now. So for our second track, another unsigned band. This is their brand new single. It's Cosmic Ninja, and the track is called Break the Silence.
check out The Chris and Kaz Show on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Chris Kaz Show. At least this podcast hasn't got a set time. Technically, Kaz can never be late.
You're doing this to annoy me now, for God's sake. Like, how many times have you played it, Chris?
No,
It's getting a bit much.
no, not at all. Not at all. We got a brand new jingle. I was just, letting everybody
Is that the
hear.
only jingle?
No,
Must we play it?
letting everybody hear it, aren't we? You want everybody.
Bloody How about that? He's fine.
You want everybody to experience, all our cool new jingles, don't you? That just happens to be my favourite one.
Same one. Hey, again and again and again. Yeah.
Technically, cats can never be late. Anyway, guys,
I'm gonna make some of my own.
are
And I'm
you?
gonna make you play.
Go on then.
Yeah,
Go on.
I will then. I bloody will.
Do it. All right.
All right.
Guys, that was Break the Silence by Cosmic Ninja. That was one of their latest tracks. It's out now. Had a few plays on Kerrang Radio, which is awesome. They've played the O2 Academy, Bristol Pride Festival and Farm Fest. They are a queer-fronted Bristol four-piece band. Little bit of rock and rave mix in there,
It sounded very Beastie Boys-esque, didn't it?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think like Enter Shakira, sort of Paramore, that type of band. So if you're fans of that, you can check them out. Facebook.com/Cosmic Ninja Band. Right on.
I got a question.
You got a question.
Right.
All right.
What qualifies you to be an LGBT band? Like, what qualifies you to be like full-on gay-mo? Does everyone in the band have to be part of the club? Do you know what I mean? Are you allowed someone at the side banging a tambourine that's like a straight-laced person? Start saying, like, does everyone have to like the sausage? How does it work?
How many straight-laced people do you know bang the tambourine?
Let's change that subject.
Am I talking about a tambourine, or am I,
No, what I'm thinking is like, if like you've got a big old gay-mo band, right? Is it like there's 5 people, like you've got a 5-piece band right here, okay, and only 3 of the people are gay? Can it still be a gay band? What if 2 of the people, are straight? Is it still allowed to be a gay band?
Yeah,
What if they pretend to be a part of the
my
scene?
God.
I don't know. It's making me think about stuff now.
What are you doing? You're getting into it.
I'm thinking about it.
Right, guys. If you say you're an LGBTQ plus band, unfortunately you've got to get verified first. Kaz is doing verifications.
Yeah, I want photos. I want proper evidence. I want
Photos.
proper evidence that you
Evidence.
are a real gay-mo. If you're not a big old gay-mo, then I'm sorry, you're not allowed to have the title, and you should be outed
Okay.
as a fraud.
To be honest, I think they're gay-mos.
Yeah.
I think they're gay-mos.
You don't know. You don't know. You might be doing it for likes and shares.
I don't think they'd pick. I don't think they'd pick that kind of niche.
No.
I think there's
What
more.
niche would they have? What niche would you pick if you wanted to
You're right
go
today.
places? Yeah, I'm okay.
Anyway, should we move on a little bit?
Yeah, go on.
Lovely. So verifications to Kaz at the Chris and Kaz Show.co.uk. Guys, we want to play some unsigned music, so if you know a band that we can play their track, a really good band that you've listened to a lot, you've maybe seen their shows, etc., or you are a band or an artist, get in touch with us. So
How can you
say again?
How can you be a band on your own? That doesn't even make sense. Unless
Sorry.
One of those buggers, like those guys, right? And they sing, and they've also got like a drum in the back, and then they've got the tambourine.
Have you had a couple of coffees and a Red Bull or something?
No, I don't. I don't.
What I meant to say is, if you are in a band or you're an artist,
or if you're one-man band, let us know, because we want to see your one-man band material.
but Kaz has to go and make it blooming complicated, doesn't she?
You said it.
Right, guys, get in touch with us. So if you have a track you can send us, it's new music at thechrisandkazshow.co.uk, and we can play you on the podcast.
Can I send something in? Or would that be a conflict of interest?
Are you a band?
If
Are you?
I might decide to become a band.
Are
You don't know about You don't know what other interests I have, Chris. I might actually.
Are you a homo? It's got to go through a verification process.
I'm half a homo. Can you detect that with your ears? You can. Okay. Oh God. Cool. Yeah,
Right.
Let's do it.
Okay. Shall we move swiftly on? Would you like to move swiftly on, Kaz? Because I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like we could do the verification process for a while. Right, guys. So we're going to do a new feature now, especially for the podcast live. Some of you may have seen a couple of videos that we've done already on YouTube. They're Agony Aunt, and Kaz basically gives people a short, sharp dose of reality. So gives her spin on the Dear Deirdre column. Are we ready, Kaz? Would you like? We've had somebody write in to us. I would like to, I'd like to read you the letter. Yeah, I'd like to read you the letter, and I'd like you to give them a short, sharp dose of reality, some really good, sound, solid advice. Okay, so this person is called Susan.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start again. Take them off and do the lift again in time with the music. Ready? Here we go. Wow, I can hardly recognise you.
Serious, Ken.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I've got to read all this. So this is from Susan. And Susan's written in to us. And she says, I'm having hot sex with a guy who brings me my takeaway meals. Hang on a minute. She after discount, isn't she? She says, I can't stop thinking about him and don't want sex with my husband. Oh. She says, my other half works in a project management. His job takes him all over the country, abroad too, and he's often home only at weekends. I'm 42 and he is 45. Our 2 kids have left home, and I can't be bothered to cook for one some days. So I order a takeaway. Our local does everything. It does. Well, I bet it does everything. It does everything. It does pizza, curry, Chinese, and they'll deliver. Which means I can have a glass of wine and not worry about it. I like where she's headed. Chill out, relax. She says it used to be the wife's dad doing the deliveries, but he had a heart attack, so her brother took over. It was a nice surprise when I opened the door to this hunky young man. I now know he's 29. Over the weeks we got chatting. I told him how lonely I was with my husband away so much, hint hint. One evening I invited him in for coffee. He says he doesn't drink alcohol because of his religion. It was only coffee that time, but the next time he came, he said he could stay longer. His younger brother was on standby in case there were any more deliveries. He smiled. He kissed me, and I melted into his arms. I needed that touch. We went upstairs, and the sex was perfect. That was 3 months ago, and I'm putting on weight because of all the takeaways. Gee. All right, compose myself. That was 3 months ago. I'm putting on weight because of all the takeaways I'm ordering. But he can't often get out of working. And we've managed to have sex just a few times since. I think about him all the time. Though, and my husband is beginning to moan that I seem to have lost my sex drive. The truth is, I've lost interest in him and having sex with him. It feels so dull, predictable, compared to the sort of sex I enjoy with my younger lover. Wow. So, Kaz, with that said, that was good old Susan. She would like your opinion and your good old short, sharp dose of reality.
Firstly, what the fuck are you actually playing at? You're shagging this guy. You think your neighbours are fucking stupid? You've got some guy coming in there day in, day out, yeah? They're going to know that he's coming in there to drop off a takeaway and he's like taking 2 hours to leave. They're obviously going to tell your husband, and I'm sensing from what you're saying that he goes all around the country, so maybe you're thinking that he's doing the same. You don't know that for sure and you haven't mentioned it. So at the end of the day, what you're doing is bang out of order. I think that at the end of the day, you could have spoken to your husband and said, you know what, the sex is really rubbish. We need to jazz this up because your pecker isn't doing what it used to do for me. You could have done that, but you haven't done it, have you, sweetheart? You've just clinged on to the first hunky young lad that you found. It's well out of order. I hope that your guy has been messing around, actually, because then you might actually be able to sort it out. Because sometimes in a relationship, an affair is what it takes to shake things up. Not always. It could go the other way, and your fella could be fuming. And I hope he finds that guy, and I really hope he gives that takeaway guy a good slap, because it's what he deserves. This guy is not the one for you. He's just a child. He's in his 20s, and you are a grown woman. Pack it in, sort things out with your husband, and stop being such a hoe. You've got a husband, for God's sake. What are your kids going to think when they find out that you've been knocking off the takeaway guy?
Exactly. Exactly. And what happens, you know, when he comes home from working away and says to his wife, you know what, I really, really fancy a takeaway.
Yeah, he's going to come and pick it up. He's going to be like, you know, oh, hey, baby, because she's going to come to the door. He's going to be like, hey, so should we go upstairs? Hey, what are you talking about? That's my wife. What are you going on about? And then, you know, it's all going to kick off.
It's going to get in a right pickle.
Yep.
Thank you, Kaz. Thank you for that short, sharp dose of reality. Hopefully Susan will take on board your comments. You know, hopefully really sort herself out.
Yeah.
You know.
Sort herself out.
Right, guys.
It's said with love, Chris. It's said with love.
Said with love.
Sometimes you got to be harsh to be true.
Tough love. Tough love. I like a bit of tough love.
I bet you do. I've heard things.
Hey up. Hey up. Hey up. So, guys, that was Agony Aunt. We intend to have a few more features on our live podcast show, similar to YouTube as well. So Agony Aunt. Also, a brand new feature is coming, and that's called Ask a Queen. We have a guest joining us, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. That's called she is called Jam Tart, a drag queen from Bristol. And don't forget, you can check out our Agony Aunt videos, our Ask a Queen videos on our YouTube channel. And if I can play the jingle properly, it might tell you.
Check out The Chris and Kaz Show on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Chris Kaz Show.
Yes, check it out, guys. Yeah. Have a look at some of the previous ones we've done, and the short, sharp doses of reality Kaz has given people. Right, we're going to play a track from the Matrials. It's called Are You Having Fun?
Are you having fun?
should time it better. Not me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All the professional, Kaz. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that.
Don't mention it. It's all right.
I say to her, so in the background, I say, Kaz, couple of seconds, we're going live. That's what
that's enough time to clear my throat. Thank you very much.
You know what I think about that?
I think I know what you think about that, actually,
At
Brent.
least this podcast hasn't got a set time. Technically, Kaz can never be late.
Guys, I called him the Martrials. I called him the Matrials. They're called the Martrials. I knew I was bound to get it wrong at some point. But an awesome band that's taken from their 2016 release, An Influx of Heritage. You can check them out. Please do. That's a queer DIY synth punk band formed in Swindon, in 2015 and now currently based in Bristol. Really DIY, so if you're fans of the Ramones and the Buzzcocks and the Sex Pistols, then check them out. Very DIY, create their own videos, artwork, posters, etc. Have a really awesome video online for that track. Go check it out on YouTube. You can find it off of their Facebook page, facebook.com/The Martrials. Kaz.
Am I allowed to speak, teacher?
Yes,
Am
yes.
I allowed to...
Sorry, I had to do the spiel.
Okay. Well, I was actually going to ask what DIY meant, because a lot of people at home wouldn't know what that meant, but I think you almost filled me in a little bit there. Maybe you should clarify.
Okay, so if you're at home and you're not quite sure what a DIY punk band is, it's do it yourself. So whether it's, doing everything about the music, producing, mastering, distributing, making your own records, making your own CDs, very sort of like roots and core. Very...
Is it like the old when people would sell CDs out the back of their car?
Yeah, I mean, similar. Do you remember them times? Do you remember them times where you could rent DVDs and videos out of the back of a car?
No.
Yeah. When I was younger, used to have a chap go round with videos and DVDs. He used to rent them out to people out the back of his car. That was before.
That's a good idea.
I think that was
I think I remember,
similar to the Blockbuster days.
Some people who had ice cream vans did that, didn't they? And they would sort of they didn't just do that, then they would do other things as well. Like they would have crisps. There was like a mini off license in their van. Some people would do that. And I do remember a guy that used to come around our street selling duvets, like duvet sets. Like, people used to do all kinds of shit back in the day, didn't they? They do that thing like that anymore.
I mean, you wouldn't get away with it now. There's too many constraints, etc. But certainly.
Yeah, too many idiot neighbours that are like, no, I'm sure you don't have a registered business, bloody blah blah blah. What's the report to you? Too many jobs worth, isn't it?
Exactly.
Nosy neighbours. Twitter.
Right, it is that time, Kaz.
Is it? Is
yeah.
it really?
Yeah, so it's that time. We are going to go to our competition. Our competition where people can get involved if they like. They can win a prize. All they have to do is help Kaz. What's that copyright? What's that copyright?
What?
So I got 5 tracks for Kaz. She gets 5 seconds of each of the tracks, and she has to tell me the artist or band name, And the song title. What's that copyright? Okay, Kaz, are you ready for your first track? Here we go.
I need to make sure everyone's listening.
You need to make sure everybody's listening. Is everybody listening?
Yes. Is everyone listening? Hi, everyone in the comments. Please let me know.
You have. You need some help, don't you? Isn't that right?
No.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I've got my...
What a load of rubbish.
You know what, Chris?
What a load of rubbish.
It's nothing to do with... I don't need anybody's help. Thank you very much. I just like to know that I've got their support. Do you know what I mean? Like they're behind me. That's it. Go.
That'll be the buzzer you hear. Wrong. Answer wrong. Okay, guys, we're ready. What's that copyright? Right, guys, so for the first track, are you ready, Kaz? Are you ready? Everybody at home, I know there's so much pressure on this. Kaz cannot fail like she normally does at the quizzes. Always gets them wrong. Chris is champ.
No, I don't.
Chris is champ.
I've outwon you with the quizzes, okay? Can we just say I've got more quizzes right than you have, so there you go.
You know what that is, Kaz?
So you're like here. I'm like here.
That's a C.
I'm like here.
That's a double C for Chris's champ. Okay?
Okay, over.
Right, guys, you can join in. If anybody wants to give us a call, they can do that as well, and we'll put you, kind of live on air, and you can help Kaz and, give her a little bit of moral support. You can do that. The number to ring is, Kaz should know off the top of her head. She's done it that many times. 0330 1332 379, and we'll put you through. If not, you can help out Kaz on the chat. Are you ready? There's a lot of anticipation for this. It is the awesome quiz.
Let's let someone give a chance, because they might want to call through. Look.
I mean, they can come in. They can come in for question 2. It's all right. Are you ready, Kaz?
All right.
Here
Okay.
is your first track. Only 5 seconds. I'm going to play you, and I need to know the artist or band and the name of that track. Okay?
Okay, cool.
And here it is.
It sounds very progressive kind of banjo music, which I love that shit. I'm sensing a 5 and a 6, maybe a 7 and an 8.
I literally, your answer to every single one has got to be like that. Sarah says it's Cotton Eye Joe. Would you like it again? Would you like it again? Here we go. There we go. One more time. One more time for good measure.
Yeah, okay. For some reason, in my mind, I'm seeing steps. I'm seeing some steps. Maybe a stairwell. And a H, I don't know. I'm going to say...
Come on, you left us in suspense. What is the answer, Kaz? What is the answer?
I will no longer leave you in suspenders. It is 5, 6, 7, 8 by steps.
5, 6, 7, 8 by steps.
Yeah. Wow.
Track number 2. Are you ready, Kaz, for number 2? Everybody else ready? Everybody else ready in the chat? They are all ready in the chat. They didn't really help out on the last one, Kaz.
No, they were a shower of shite, and I'm annoyed about them. You know what? I'm going to give them another chance. They might be able to help me out this time. Go. Let's go.
Right, number 2. Number 2. Here it is.
Okay.
Here it is. Here we go. Oh, no, sorry. That's the wrong buzzer.
What was that?
I'm preempting you getting it wrong. All right, number 2. Number 2, here we go.
Because we're about to rock the entire nation.
Oh.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh.
Oh. Would you like that again? Would you like it again? Would you like to hear
yes,
it again?
one more. Yes, please.
One more time. Here we go.
Because we're about to rock the entire nation.
Okay, can I tell you what comes straight to my mind? Straight
Oh,
away?
here we go. Here we go. Go on, Em. Can't even keep a straight face, can you? I'm going to have to make these harder for you.
Okay, I'm sensing a boom. And another. I'm sensing a third boom. Two men, they're connected somehow. Family. And they're really out there.
Oh my god. Go on then, Kaz. What is it? What is it? Come on.
Where's the Out Here Brothers? Boom, boom, boom.
Out Here Brothers. Boom, boom, boom. Right, guys. Number 3. Here it is. There we go.
Oh.
One more time, Kaz. One more time. Here we go. There we go. Have you got any clues, Kaz? I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can say that one.
Do you know? I'm getting this. I'm getting this feeling. I'm getting this feeling.
Sarah says she just has Macarena powers. Would you like it one more time?
Yes, please, yeah.
Here we go. One more time. Here we go. There we go. Can I have your answer, please, Kaz?
That was, Chris, the Macarena.
That was the Macarena. Three out of 3, Kaz. How does it feel to actually, very, very nearly, quite possibly, win a challenge?
I've won lots of challenges, so I'm getting a little bit annoyed with you doing this. But quite frankly, if I can get those easy songs, I would have felt like I'd lived under a rock, or didn't, quite live through the 90s, or was like homeschooled, like one of those little kiddies, and they're not allowed to listen to like contemporary music and shit, and they got to eat porridge for breakfast every day. And I wasn't one of those kids, so I'm all right. You know what I mean?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, guys. So, number 4. Number 4. This is the 5 seconds.
You can walk my path.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Would you like it one more time? I can play it one more time for you.
Yes.
You can walk my path.
Okay. Can I wear your shoes? Is that possible? Think about that. Do you know what? My psychic power's coming back to me right now. I'm sensing a scientist. I'm sensing a scientist talking about the stars. It's coming to me now. Okay. Now.
Are you getting any help? Getting any help in the chat?
Absolutely none. They're rubbish today. What is wrong with you guys? You're really helping me, you crap. Thank God they're easy.
I'm going to go for harder ones next week. So you've had an easy one, so you need to recruit some really good support. They need to swat up, you know, swat up on their 90s music knowledge. So Kaz, oh, 1, 2. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. So like that little bit of counting. Did you like it?
Yeah,
right, Kaz. Okay, so number 4.
Okay.
And it went like this. Just to remind everybody.
You can walk my path.
Who is it, Kaz? Who is it?
Wear my shoes, something, something, something.
I don't need the singing, thanks.
Too, but baby, that was. Sorry, I got a bit carried away there. That was D Ream and Things Can Only Get Better, a song famously used by Tony Blair at the Tory party when they not. That was an interesting clip. Tony Blair and the Labour Party when New Labour got into power in 1997. A bit of trivia for you there.
Wow. Very political. We love it. Right, guys, our very, very last one. So Kaz has got 4 right so far. So, it's not like it's a decide or anything. It's pretty much a full-blown conclusion, unfortunately. Even though I made this super, super easy. Track number 5 is... Oh.
Okay.
Would you like that one more time? One more time? Here we go.
Yeah, please, because I need the help. Yes.
Here we go. One more time.
Yeah. Oh my! I'm getting things immediately right now. I'm sensing the Christmas. I'm sensing snow. No, it's not north. It's not west. It's not south. Something in the east. Something in the east is coming, Chris.
Sarah's got the right idea. Sarah's got the right idea.
It's not 16. I'm sensing that I don't want to go anywhere. I'm sensing that I want to stay where I am.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sensing that I need to stay here another day. Is that correct?
Okay, guys. Here it was. You are right.
Now that was number 1 for ages, wasn't it?
It
was. Up there with,
It was.
It was Christmas number 1 for so long, and that was up there with Wet, 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 wasn't it? Oh my God, that was number 1 for so long. It did my nut in, and that was like, God, what was that? Like the early 90s. I remember watching Top of the Pops with my family, and what was it? It was the Hugh Grant film. What was it? Because it was like the 4 Weddings and a Funeral. What was the song that they did? I don't know. Because it was number 1.
You know my celebrity movie and trivia knowledge is second to none.
Okay.
That eludes me though.
Well, it was anyway. So that was number 1 for ages. I think that was one of the highest, like one of the top number 1s that ages. Anyway, I'm rambling.
Anyway, guys, congratulations to Kaz for the first time. Full marks, 5 out of 5. There we go.
No, it's not full marks. First time, is it? I've got full marks loads of times.
But they don't
Got so
count.
much over
They
time.
don't count. Kelly,
Oh, what? Because you decided they don't count. They do count. They always count.
Kelly got there in the end. She said, "Love is all around." Is that where it's from? Movie?
No.
No.
Yes, that was it. I know I always will. That was it. My made up, my will. Yes, she went for weddings and a funeral. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
So well done. Thank you, everybody, for helping out Kaz and taking part in What's That Copyright? We will do another one next week. I think it's time to play a track now, don't you think, Kaz? This next track, I think, will be Being a Girl by Miss Kill. Goes a little bit something like this.
Like the things I say to you, but I can't help the meaning of them.
You're listening to the Chris and Kaz Show podcast.
Because you're a different age and I just can't resist everything about you. Of girl, age 15, and that is all, but I just can't seem to get you out of my head. Can you at least let me keep on
You can't help yourself, can you?
No.
Guys, that was a track from Miss Kill. It was called Being a Girl. That was taken from their 2018 release Love, Loss and Rejection. It's a Bristol-based sister duo. Alana on guitar and vocals, and Felicity on the drums. So if you're fans of classic grunge, then that'll be a band for you. Check them out. Facebook.com/MissKillBand. Do you like them?
Do you know what? I'm just thinking, like, I wonder what it's like being in a band with, like, your siblings, because do they, like, fight over petty stuff? Do you know what I mean? Like Bros. Did you ever watch that documentary about Bros? Oh my giddy aunt, the ridiculous arguments that they had. It was like, and then it became massive, these little tiny little things that they got annoyed about each other with. Do you think it's like that with them on stage? Are they like, no, it's a D chord, and then, you know, later that evening it becomes so massive that they end up starting, like, throwing their guitars at each other? I don't know. Do you think it's like that?
I think it is quite challenging, isn't it? Especially
Probably
especially if you're going on tour, like, to be, you know, with a sibling for 90% of the time on tour. You know.
No, this is your end of the tour bus. This is my end of the tour bus. Okay, Mummy and Daddy said this, and do you know what? These are my groupies, and you have your own.
You're a very posh grunge, female grunge artist.
There have been some grungy poshies over the years. I can name some.
Right, guys. I think it's we're getting near the end now. So what have we had? We've had Kaz's Agony Aunt. We've had Chris's competition and challenge, and Kaz scored 5 out of 5 in What's That Copyright. Played a few tracks along the way. The Martrials, the Menstrual Cramps, Cosmic Ninja, and we just heard Miss Kill. We want to play some more, so our aim is to play a large mix of music from the LGBTQ plus community, singers and bands, but also a few non-LGBT plus artists thrown in there as well. If you'd like to feature, or if you know a band that would like to feature, you can email us some tracks. It's newmusic@thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. We've been live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Mix, and we'll add another platform and another one.
Yeah.
But if you really want to, if you really want to, you can listen again our brand new podcast page, podcast.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. You can listen to Kaz just about scrape the competition. But more importantly, give out that short, sharp dose of reality to Susan. We heard from her and a takeaway fling of a boyfriend. Little bit of nookie. She got something extra in her delivery. Maybe. I don't know whether she left a tip.
Yeah.
If you miss it, listen again.
I think you did, but carry on.
Anyway, we're going to play probably one last track, and then we'll see you again. Same time next week, 8 p.m, all across the social media. You can't miss it. We're bound to bug the crap out of you anyway. So we leave you with this track. It's from the Out Crowd, and the track is called Scissor.
Oh,
Huh?
that's this band.
There we go. It's a shameless plug. Yes, it's my band.
I am to blame.
You're listening to The Chris and Kaz Show.
Oh. 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 Anyway, guys, it's time to go. Kaz, I'll leave it to you for the final words.
What? What do you want to say? What am I supposed to say? Fine. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm tired of being nice. You've got a bunch of free entertainment for nothing, so bugger off, do one, go and cook your dinner, or go and have a piss, do whatever, go and make a cup of tea, do whatever you're doing before you watch stuff. I'll see you next week.